Hello and welcome to that Peter Crouch podcast with me, Peter Crouch, Notorious SID and Chris Stark with me. All good, Chris? You especially?
Guys, I've just got to say from the off, like the response to everything that we talked about, and obviously the kind of news that I've shared this week, it's just been phenomenal. I just want to say thank you to everyone. Obviously, like, it's beyond so many messages on Instagram and all that kind of thing. I love how respectful people have been to the families as well. There's a lot of regards to your families, which I'm getting asked about all the time this week, because obviously a lot of people are like, wow, genuinely, why do people keep saying regards to your family?
Why do people care about your family so much?
Yeah. But no, it's lovely to see, and thank you so much.
But you was genuinely worried, wasn't you, about how this was going to go? And like we both said, and everyone was like, listen, you've got to do it, and I'm pleased. Well, I think we knew that how the reaction was going to come, and I'm pleased that you've come out the other end of it and seen how positive the reaction and that you've made the right decision. Because even listening on the radio this morning about someone, I think, wrote in and maybe emailed in to say, I think about I was going through the same problems and I'm going to go and get a checkup, and that was just one person straight away.
I've had so many messages. There was one that came in that earlier today really resonated with me. It was a guy who was saying, love the podcast, just to let you know, just thought I'd let you know, booked a doctor's appointment today. I've had this, he called it a bit of grizzle, I think it was, for 3 months now, and just haven't gone to the doctors. Heard about
that's
what
the person you wanted to hit, right?
And gone and booked the doctors. Like, that's exactly it. I didn't check myself. I'm so bad at going to the doctors. So look, we talked about it a lot, and it was a very different podcast, but the response has been so amazing. And I love this podcast so much because it's a great community. That's what it feels like with this. It feels like we've got a really great group of people and no dickhead policy with this podcast. And it's really come into force this week. So thank you. It's been a big week for me. Crouchy, where do we start with you, mate?
Oh, mate.
Where do we start?
How good it was just so nice to, like, number one, right, being having the chance to put the red shirt on again at Anfield in front of 60,000, like, that was enough, really.
And in front of the family.
In front of the family,
kids.
like, my little boy had never seen me play.
Yeah.
You know, he's 5 years old and obviously loves Liverpool now. So, yeah, just to run out was enough. But, you know, to score the 2 goals, just couldn't believe it. Yeah, so good. So
Trademark Crouch as well.
Header.
If you actually watch the goal back right, it's a diagonal ball, isn't it? The first one. The first one's the header, isn't it?
Yeah, the header, yeah.
So, and it literally, and this is like a footballer that watches it. So I'm watching it, and as soon as that diagonal pass gets pinged out to the right-hand side, Crouchy just peels off. The back post.
Well, let's peel away from the defender.
Exactly.
Have you got it?
Let's watch the goal and
Let's watch it.
This is great. We get a bit of analysis, because I didn't notice this. For me, it was just some of these sort of events. It felt to me the standard was a proper game.
No, it was good, man. It was a proper game. Yeah, it was cagey.
A great goal.
It was
It was an unbelievable goal.
It was something that, I don't know, like, when we get out on the pitch, I wasn't sure if I'd be fit enough. I wasn't sure if I'd be, able to deal with the pace, or, you know, as soon as you get on, it's kind of muscle. Things start coming back, and you start thinking, well, if that goes out wide there, like, I'm going to go to peel away to the back post. It was a lovely ball across, and Florence Cinema Ponga, I have to say, Flo, he's still quick.
Still got it, yeah.
And I had so many good players around me, so it was great.
All right, so
yeah,
look,
Fabio Rayla, great left foot.
watch Pete. Look onto the back, onto his shoulder already. Look, he just knows. And do you know what? It's some header. It's ridiculous, isn't it?
Oh God!
If there's ever a trademark Crouch goal, that is it. And then talk to us about the celebration, because was that always going to happen?
You know, yeah, because you know what? On the way in, so many kids were telling me, they were like, if you score, you got to do robot. You got to do robot. And it's kind of felt like there was loads of kids there on the day. Yeah, it kind of felt like I had to.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to, milk it, so I didn't do it for the second one. But
I tell you, did though by milking it. Whenever everyone else walked away,
I didn't want to milk it. I did fucking milk it.
The big arms aloft. It's a great picture. There's a good smudge.
There's one really good picture of it. You know what? Like, even in the first half, we were kicking, Anfield Road end. Yeah. And I thought, second half, it's the cop end, right? So I thought, after everything happened, I thought, I'm going to milk this one last time, because I'm probably never going to get another goal in front of the cup. Yeah. So then you just stand there with your arms and just think, I'm going to soak this in for a little bit longer. And then obviously the second one, when I scored that one, that was when I thought, oh, look at all them the legends on the bench there.
Yeah.
So I've seen, obviously out the corner where I'm going, there's Kenny Dalglish, John Barnes, Ian Rush, John Aldridge, right? I'm thinking this
went over to them, didn't
So I went over and I thought, I've then got like, I've scored and I've hugged Kenny Dalglish, you know what I mean? I was thinking, this is just, what kind of day is this? And I know it's only a Legends match, but to me, it was just so special.
But it's not though, is it? Because we were saying earlier on, Liverpool do it. So there's so many Legends games that go on. There was one at Spurs on the weekend, you know, and that was a big game. Was it Spurs Milan? And you know they got 60,000 seat at the stadium, and it looked third full, maybe, I don't know. But you know when Liverpool put a gig on, they do it right.
Yeah, it's a special place, and I think everything about it, really, like the day and everything. Obviously, we'll get onto it, and I've got to say, we've got a fantastic podcast about it all out on Wednesday. I got the opportunity. I managed to take the lads up, and let me just tell you about the lads behind the camera here. They enjoyed themselves after the game. So I jagged them up. I thought, you know what? They're going to, and fair play to Liverpool. They gave us a room to do. We had an hour window to get a load of the boys in to do the podcast. Yeah. So we managed to get Chibril Cisse, John Barnes, Dirk Kite, Ryan Babel, Jay Spearing,
Stevie,
and the main man Stevie G. So
we finally got him on the pod.
All of that, mate. All of that is to come out next Wednesday with a full debrief. And obviously, I got the boys at training as well on the Friday. And then we got a load of footage from the game as well. So, we kind of do a whole podcast on it next week. And the boys have done a great job on it. But brought them up and there was a party after.
Well, I've got to cut in here because I saw some videos that were popping up on TikTok and I saw a couple of the lads where Abby's arriving and they're sort of arriving with Abby, but they're playing it cool. It's proper play it cool trigger.
Amazing. Look at him.
He's like pretending that the cameras aren't there sort of thing. Stood around. Abby's brilliant in those situations, you know. She's got like an amazing smile and they're all taking photos of her and these lads are in the background. They're just pretending to look around as if it's the most normal thing ever. It's so good.
So good, yeah. But you should have seen them anyway. Let their hair down. Let's put it that way.
Enjoy it. Well done.
Yeah. Well, great stuff. And then quick discussion about the after party. So I then get sent a video, and it's you DJing in whatever nightclub this was.
Well, pretending to DJ, I think.
I don't know.
It was in the hotel. It was in the hotel. Yeah. After, and it was just us, our team and our families, and then Chelsea and their families, and it was lively. And then, so Nino Violin, I think it was called, right? Unbelievable, by the way. Does the drop on the violin. Fantastic. He said, do you mind getting up there and having a picture? Just pretend you're DJing. And all of a sudden I found myself actually trying to DJ. Obviously, he was doing all the intricate bits. Yeah. I was bringing them in. Yeah. And I didn't realise my name was on the thing behind, and I was up there for a long time.
Resident DJ.
Really enjoying it. I really enjoyed
headphones
that.
on the lot.
Headphones on everything.
Two arms in the air again.
I think there was a holy, holy, holy. It was one of them. Took it back to
I
the
don't
old
know
school.
too many people who've got two arms in the air celebrating in front of the cop, and then 2 hours later got two arms in the air in some nightclub somewhere.
Absolutely milking it. You go for it.
Wouldn't want it any other way.
Brilliant.
Can we have a quick look at the second goal? We've just got the second goal here.
Because this was actually a great.
Did you mean
great goal?
Yeah. So I remember the ball came in. I think Gonzalez is trying to find me with the left foot, but obviously I'm on Robert Hoof now, not Basingwa.
Yeah.
So more difficult. Found it. Couldn't quite get the header in. Ricochets back, but obviously it's dropped. And I thought, I could just help this over the goalkeeper here. But happy to see it flying. Yeah, basically, I got up with Robert Hoof. And, it kind of ricocheted down for me, and then I just lifted it over him. Yeah,
the delicate chip. Look at this.
You're a nuisance in the air, aren't you?
Nuisance. I am a fucking nuisance, to be fair. Yeah, it was great fun. Great day.
Crouch, brace.
Yeah, listen.
2 goals.
Beautiful. Great weekend for me. Sid, you look like you had a good weekend as well. Don't you?
Yeah.
Felt like a man in the match display.
I was. We went away on a skiing trip with friends, and I actually heard about your goal on the slopes. And,
Did you really?
We raised the beer to the big man.
Thank you.
But yeah, I was skiing. We split up into 2 groups because you got some sort of beginner skiers and some experienced skiers. So I went with the experienced ones, and I was like a wild raccoon coming down the slopes.
Raccoon.
What am I imagining? What it was a bit uncomfortable, was it?
No,
I've seen
I
the
can
videos,
ski.
it's
No, I
just
can
freaking
ski.
on, mate. It
But
was
the
rapid,
ones that are skiing, like they're seriously, like they're gliding.
Yeah.
So I'm just sort of behind them and a little bit in and out of control. But it was good. Yeah. A bit of après.
Well, I saw quite a few videos actually of the après.
That was PG versions, to be fair.
Yeah,
that
well.
was good. It's Joe. What you've obviously got into it now, haven't you?
I loved it. Yeah.
Have you done it?
I've
Chris?
never skied.
Oh,
You
we should
love
go
it.
on a pod trip. 100%.
We can do that.
We should
be great.
100%.
You would love it.
I don't know. I like the idea of the après thing.
That's it. We just skied in the morning. Done. Lunch.
You know,
half two.
similar to the go karting, right? I think we should do a ski vibe.
Oh,
A pod ski.
Pod ski.
Call it the pod ski. Yeah.
no
Yeah.
doubt. We'll find a club.
Lucas pod ski. That's the name. We've got the name already.
Where are we going? We're going to go on a Lucas.
Going on a Lucas.
People keep asking when there's going to be another Crouch Fest. It seems it's going to
Mate,
be some sort of
après.
après
Right.
pod ski.
What about that?
Well,
Let's
it'd
do
be on the
it.
decks as well.
Mate,
2 hands
get on the
off.
decks,
be
not a
good.
problem. Right, we take over a folly deuce or whatever,
Let's do it.
and we do one in the Alps.
It's on. It's
A
on.
Lucas,
It is on. End of 25 or possibly early 26.
mate.
Get
yourself ready.
Get yourself down to Hemel Hempstead. start carving out some snow, and then we're going.
Get ready for the Lucas, son, because he's coming. Crouch Fest, après.
Brilliant. Here we go. Get in touch.
Fantastic, mate.
Love
Let us know if that's something you want. If you want a Lucas next year, a Crouch Fest in the snow. Let us know and we'll make it happen. All right, we've got some games.
We need to talk about the football from the weekend because you were having on what was like a Crouchy Super Saturday. Lad, I was 2-1 up in this Wales game and I was thinking to myself, God, I'm going to get 3 points here. This is it. This is all good. And you snatched it from me. I don't know if you were aware at the time.
Yeah, well, I actually didn't know at the time. I wish I did because it was the 90th minute, wasn't it?
90th minute, yeah.
Oh, and it's already 2-1. Yeah, Chris, I feel like I stole that one away from you.
Yeah.
He was full missionary, and Pete come in and just picked you up off.
Yeah,
and just
obviously
dragged
it was
you
the
off.
Wales.
Dragged me off and was like, I'm taking that now.
Yeah, apologies for that.
Nonchalant.
As he does.
Oh, mate.
As the man does.
That was poor. Wales Kazakhstan game. Obviously, Chris had 2-1 and I had 3-1, and it was in the last minute Wales scored to make it 3-1. Give me a 3-pointer. Sids, obviously, you got every kind of score correctly. You know, the England game.
Yeah.
We all had England as you'd expect. You had Cyprus as well. And then obviously Wales. So you had the 3 points. I had the 4 points, and Chris, you got the 2. So that puts the scores on me and Sid's on 53 and Chris on 51. But it feels like it changes every week now.
Yeah. It's not a big enough gulf to be worried at this stage.
No, I do feel as though we need to start talking or coming up with a conclusion of the forfeit, though. The season's going to be out in a couple of months. If we are going to do something maybe football related, we need to start thinking about that. Because do you know what? With the forfeit, you actually want it to feel like that you're shitting yourself before it happens. Do you know what I mean? You want to be nervous. You know, like if you had to do an initiation song to get up and sing in front of everyone, you used to hate that. And I think as though like we need to start getting in that mould of being uncomfortable.
I agree.
Yeah. No, I agree.
So let's
Give us something to play for, you know?
Yeah, and let's get some ideas in from the listeners as well.
Yeah, definitely right. Were you pleased with England's performance over the 2 games?
I'm going to be brutally honest. I didn't watch the first game.
Well, you're not impressed easily, let's be honest.
So you watched Latvia?
I didn't.
Well, you were away skiing, right?
I was skiing, wasn't I? So I didn't see the first game.
You missed Albania?
So I missed Albania, and then I watched the first half of Latvia, and that was enough for me.
Not entertained.
Well, I mean, it was just a bit boring. No, I mean, like we kept the ball, and they didn't really offer anything.
Don't you think this is the debate I have in my head around it? Isn't this just the nature of the 2 games that were being played? Do you know what I mean? They're not going to be the most exciting of games.
Yeah, no.
So
Just got to get the job done, haven't you?
Yeah.
And you never score as many as you think. First game as well.
Yeah, I went 5 on the first.
Do you think Thomas needs to come out and just almost say a bit more like, this is what we do. It's missionary for this, and that's enough. My flair will come later.
Yeah.
What was that?
Well, I don't know what that was, but for the audio listeners there, Chris did a little jiggle and said the flair will come later. I've never seen it before. Hopefully never seeing it.
Yeah, that was like you lost where you was. You thought you was at home in your living room and you just done the jiggle.
Yeah, so all right. Well, slightly underwhelmed, but I was happy. I was pleased. I thought there were some good performances.
I was pleased.
What a free kick from Reece James was lovely. I enjoyed that.
Listen, can we talk about the celebration? Yeah.
There we go.
There's the ice cream van.
This is a nice regular thing now on the podcast. And if we don't wrap this up in time, you'll also hear a fire alarm before the end as well.
No other podcast has an ice cream van in their podcast every week. No one does.
No.
That's what we do.
Just going on that goal. If you
Are we indulging? Just whilst it's here, we do need to make a decision.
We might as well. I'll have a double 99, Jamie.
Should we indulge?
You've gone before, haven't you?
Go on. It's been a heavy week.
Do you need some Damon Dash? Does he?
I'll be all right. I'll expense it.
So Crouchy's paying.
Yeah, so the goal. I mean, Reece James, free kick.
Belter.
Oh, wow. Come on. It's unreal, isn't it? And then what got me was no celebration.
Yeah.
It's his first goal for England. It's at Wembley. It's a big game, which they all are, representing your country, and zero celebration.
Well,
I don't know what I'd go mad. Well, you've scored for England. You've done it. You've gone mad.
Yeah, well, let's be honest, right? I played at Liverpool Legends match as a friendly for old men. Did you see my reaction? Did you see my reaction?
There we go.
Fucking couldn't believe it. I was having the time of my life.
Yeah.
I just cannot understand the psyche of let's play it cool. Yeah. Also for him, you saying that's his first England goal. I didn't realise
that's his first England goal, and I'm sure from the commentary they were saying it's his first England appearance for a couple of years. So Thomas Tuchel, he had it with him at Chelsea, he's brought him back in the frame. Do you think he'd be ecstatic, or is it a case of that? I don't know. Whether I'm reading too much into it.
Is it a statement kind of thing? Is it a bit, I
don't know. Whether it's a little bit.
I told you.
Yeah, but it was a bit strange. I just thought scoring for England, every kid's dream. But anyway,
no, I agree with you on that. Yeah,
are you worried? Are you worried that players aren't cutting loose enough in celebrations now? Is this a VAR / like?
Oh, that's a good shout, actually, isn't it?
We should be a bit more Crouchy at a Legends match.
If you hit a direct free kick, you know it's a goal.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, listen.
But if you're that far away as well, is it harder to celebrate? Do you know what I mean? Where are you running towards? You celebrate with Bex did it though, to be fair, didn't he?
You're running in with that goal.
Yeah.
The thing is with me, I couldn't keep the smile on my face. No. Do you know what I mean? I couldn't if I went right, I'm going to play this cool. I think I'd, the hamsters would be out somewhere. Oh well, we don't want to keep seeing. I want to see more cellos.
Bring back the cello.
Yeah,
you want him to be happy.
More Tardelli.
It's a happy moment. Like want him to be happy. Maybe he is. Maybe he's just playing it cool.
The next part of the podcast is supported by Paddy Power. It's their big weekend fixture. It's Bournemouth versus Manchester City. Manchester City are favourites, 11 to 10, even though Bournemouth are at home. Bournemouth are 2-1. I don't know if that surprises you, lads.
Well, Bournemouth beat Man City 2-1 in the season at Bournemouth.
So I'm saying the last meeting was 2-1.
Yeah.
City have been struggling for form, haven't they, this season? I don't know. I think that might be a good bet.
A bit of FA Cup magic.
This may be the only competition City can win this year.
Yeah. And also, if you actually look at the remaining...
We can't not mention this. You're going to have to lick it quick. Otherwise it's going to drip all over you.
Sorry, guys. So when you did hear the ice cream van the other day, we are the only podcast that you do hear ice cream vans. We've decided to get one. So we are in here with one.
Your sauce is going to drip. You need to get on that quickly.
Lick away,
where is it?
You lick away while I speak quickly.
We'll just take it in turns.
Yeah, considering the teams that are obviously already out, You look at United, who is it? Liverpool, Chelsea. All the big teams are out, aren't they? So Ben City have got to be probably favourites to win it. Although you have still got your Forest, Brightons, teams like that, Villas that could do it. But
Bournemouth have been fantastic this season.
So
Bournemouth,
good.
let me tell you now, I watched this game, Bournemouth v Man City in the league at Bournemouth, and they went toe to toe with Man City. I know they was probably in that little rut that they was in, which they probably haven't really got out of City, but they literally pressed the life out of them and deserved to win that game 2-1. So this is not an easy win.
They have had a little bit of a dip in form, Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Recently. But I still feel it. Is it going? Oh, it's gone on the mic. To be fair, let's be honest, it's not the smartest of things we've done before. Record a podcast whilst
I think there's a lot of discussion about TV pundits and what needs to happen to just improve things. I think the introduction of a 99 to Roy Keane would be the greatest move Sky's ever made.
As we've seen when we did the 16th chapel. Remember? And Roy Keane's famous quote when he had a picture with some, when I'm having a fucking ice cream. Do you remember? Yeah. That's how it all started.
Given all our feet have ended up on that weird foot website, I worry where grabs of this podcast are going to end up by the end of these ice creams. But
It's going to be some slow. You're going to do us up with some slow mos here, aren't you?
it's Steve Litwell.
Did you say Steve Lickwell?
Steve Litwell.
Should we pause?
So no, I think it's right to carry on, but it's look. I think there's a huge. So I think there's a huge thing in this being Bournemouth at home in this game for me.
Are you happy to go over and score?
Yeah, I am actually.
No,
I've got a theory.
Have you put it on the? Have you asked everyone?
Do you know? I haven't for this one.
Oh my god!
Oh no!
So I've basically forgotten to do it today just because I've had a
You're going
lot of
dry.
stuff on with this whole thing.
Oh my god!
The old bollock stuff.
Oh no! It's down the top. It's gone down the top. I'll give him that. Oh, you bastard! No! No! Oh, no.
Do you know, I heard you were doing an advert for Ariel afterwards, ironically.
Big mess.
What's going on, man?
Big mess. Big deal.
I think I know where I'm going to go with this. And it's going to be controversial. And I'm going to have to take responsibility for it because I haven't had a chance to whack it up on Instagram. So I'm to blame here.
You're a Bournemouth, aren't you?
So this is 90 minutes, yeah?
Yes.
I think for all of these games, I'm going to go 1-1. I'm going to go horny draws.
You've on all three.
You're
On all
already?
three.
You're going horny for draws. Wow.
He hasn't even teased us in.
Unbelievable.
I'm not even sure what the next two games are.
Fuck me.
I'm throwing caution to the wind
Right,
here.
go.
3-1-1s in whatever games come out this week.
3-1-1s. Wow, he doesn't even know what's up there. He's blind drawed it. Yeah. Wow, that's
I've got a
incredible.
theory with it. So my theory with it is the FA Cup in 90 minutes. If you're a goal behind, you've got to throw everything at it. It's goalkeeper forward. It's all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And I think equally, it's like this. The fact it's got to be done in 90 minutes. There's something in my head that just makes sense about this plan.
Last time, I think in the FA Cup, I had a couple of draws and they came in.
It was 3 draws.
Yeah, that was it. And I remember that I could see it, the cogs working.
Yeah.
So I get it.
I don't know what the games coming are, but I'm going 1-1-1-1-1-1.
Okay.
A Steve Sidwell horny draw selection.
Right. Well, you sit out the next 10 minutes.
Finish your ice cream. Well, where are you going with it? Sid?
Yeah, la.
Someone sample that,
But he
please.
sounded like Barry warming up for the Vanarama.
You sounded like you were possessed. You know, like someone's speaking through you.
That's what he done. That is what he done.
Like Barry last week, obviously Sean, was when we did the Vanarama theme tune. He before you arrived, Chris, he was warming. He did a vocal warm
I
up.
saw it all. I've got to be honest. I was dealing with the effects of chemotherapy during that particular record. So I'm looking back at things that week in a new sort of light. Barry from EastEnders, when he first turned up, the truth of what went on behind the scenes is probably even more entertaining than what you saw. He arrived half an hour early and you boys hadn't arrived. And so bear in mind, I'm not feeling 100%. I had to take him for a coffee across the road, which was lovely. It was lovely learning about him, but bizarre, like a bizarre situation. And then he came in here and you're right, he started doing these sort of warm-up exercises, pacing around the Chumbawamba, just singing to himself. And then I had to step in like Bob Geldof at Live Aid.
Yeah, direct him to
And direct
the
him.
Vanarama, what we needed from him. It was a very surreal day, that. Very surreal. A great day, and thanks to Sean for doing it as well.
Well, I've just noticed what I done there. I've done before. Ross sent me this.
Oh my God.
Is that you?
He's put it on a loop. Like a meme.
Hey, listen, it can be a little musical challenge, right? Anyone who's musical minded out there, grab that noise that Sid's made, put it to some music and send it in. See what you can do with it.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh my God.
All right, I'm gonna
Give us a score.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go for a Man City win,
Right.
because I think this is going to be a trophy that they are going to go after. I'm going to go for a missionary 2-1.
I'm going to go missionary 2-1 the other way. Bournemouth. Bournemouth 2-1. So
Here
it's
we go.
spicy.
Wow.
Stepping up.
It's spicy.
Wow.
We do have the Paddy Boost to take care of. We all pick a leg of the pot, the Crouch Pod Bet Builder. The odds on that Bet Builder will then be boosted by 20% and put on the special section of the website and app. Of course, Paddy Power's website and app. It's hard to know who's going to play, but I'm going to go player to be carded, Tyler Adams.
Okay. Chris?
All right, let's go player to score or assist. Should we go Clivert for this one?
Oh, I thought you were going to
Nice.
go Haaland.
I think
then,
because we've
but-
done, I remember back in Haaland before. Can't go Haaland. What should we do?
No,
Clivert?
Go
Let's
Clivert.
stick with Clive.
Let's go. Clivert.
Go Clivert. Okay, I'll go player to be fouled one or more times. I'm going to go for Savino.
Nice. Okay, the odds are correct at time of recording. Please gamble responsibly. Moving on to Fulham Crystal Palace. Now, I think this FA Cup is winnable, right?
Yeah.
For these two clubs, this would be humongous, Sid, right? Obviously, you grew up near Palace and,
Yeah.
and obviously played for Fulham.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be huge for them both, right?
Massive. Yeah, because like you're right. Whether it's these two, the other fixtures that's going to come up. Like I said, I think Villa have got Preston. I think they might have got Preston. They've all got to be looking at going. What are they? 3 games away from Wembley. This is the quarterfinals, is it? Then you got
And it's winnable. City aren't firing all
From a
cylinders. The
final,
big dogs are out,
Yeah.
really.
yeah. You're right. I think, and if you need a bit of luck as well in any cup competition, but they've all got to go strong. All got to go strong.
In good form, these teams,
and
though.
look to go through.
Fulham playing well. Palace
Are playing
won 4
very
last
well.
5.
Yeah, Fulham are doing well. It's a tough one to call. Tough one to call. If I remember correctly, I think Palace beat Fulham at Fulham a couple of weeks back. I'm sitting on the fence with this one. I think Joe, what a draw. I think Chris could have. Did you know this? Did you know that was the game?
No.
Fulham
1-0.
Palace.
Good.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, I forgot he's already done, isn't he? Still in the
Yeah,
high
he's
school.
out of it. Is Mateta fit? Is he going to be back? Do we know?
Oh, yeah,
Don't
he
know.
had the
the head injury
in the last
against
round.
Millwall.
wasn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
Right, I've got to back my team, Fulham.
Yeah.
I can't not go against them. Let's go for a Fulham 2. Should I go missionary? No, 2-0. Fulham 2-0.
See, I'm going to go 2-1 Palace.
Oh,
This is a great week.
this is a
You
good
know
week.
what? This could be the penultimate. This could be the main. This could be the week that things get sorted.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a good shout. Any of them could come in.
All right, another great game, right? Two teams in form again. Brighton looking brilliant at the moment. Nottingham Forest. Brighton v Forest again. Two clubs who've had fantastic seasons. Can they cap it all off with a trophy? I mean, Nottingham Forest. Imagine they win the FA Cup and get in the Champions League.
Well, I was actually just going to say there,
Is that manager of the season?
has to be. But I was also going to say, if you're a Forest fan, what would you prefer, winning the FA Cup or getting into the Champions League? I know that seems obviously off the bat. People go, Champions League, but to win the FA Cup?
I think start of the season, I reckon Forest would have taken an FA Cup win, no? I don't know, but they've worked so hard now, it would be disastrous to fall out of it. But start of the season, I think they take FA Cup.
Yeah. Well, if they do both, then unreal. But look at the result. You was at the game, wasn't you? I know it's the reverse fixture where it was at Forest. Brighton didn't turn up on the day. 7-0.
I was there, mate. I was at this game, and but fair play to Brighton. I mean, this could be one of the biggest Chumbawambas I've seen, certainly this season.
Yeah.
Because Brighton lost 7, and then literally picked themselves back up and went again.
Yeah.
Chumbawamba style, and went on a great run.
I'm not sure about this one being a 1-1. I know it's a tight game, but they all score goals. So I think you could be fucked on this one.
He's having a 10-minute rest anyway.
I'm just waiting for Vanarama at this point.
He's sitting there waiting for Vanarama.
Go on, I'll let you go first on this one then.
Okay. All right. I'm going to go for another missionary. I'm going to go for a Nottingham Forest missionary 2-1.
Wow.
I love this pod, you know. Absolutely.
I'm going to go. I've got to back my team again. I've got to back Brighton. And I'm going to go 2-1 as well for Brighton.
Really?
Yeah.
This is a weekend unlike any other.
Yeah. So outrageous.
3 games,
You
3
set the
different
stall off
results.
No, we've never done it.
It's never happened.
No.
It's never
It's a
happened.
first. It could be a last.
Honestly. Wow. Strap yourselves in, guys.
But someone's got to get points every game.
Yeah.
Guaranteed points this weekend.
Right, Chris, you're back in. It's a game of Vanarama. Take it away, Barry.
I'm looking for that man in the middle. Oh, I'm hoping he can change his seat. Oh no, don't think that he can get to the window. Take a look at the van and the driver's seat and go for that. Oh, change. Oh, Vanarama. Oh, hey. Vanarama.
Gonna make that change.
Wow. Now let's rush release that as a single. Come on.
Thank you, Barry. Hi, lads. De beste hilsner till jeres familia. Hold on.
In English, please.
De beste hilsner till jeres familia. Best regards to your families.
Amazing.
I'm going to say this guy's Dutch. No, he's in fact Danish. Big fan of your pod. Hold on. No, let's compose our pod.
Why have you said Dutch? He's got Copenhagen.
I meant to say Danish. I meant to say.
And then the 3 players.
I meant to say Danish. That, of course, is a Danish.
Yeah.
Regards to families.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Big fan of the pod. Listen every week. Often while running with my little girl Daphne over here on the other side of the pond in Copenhagen.
Beautiful
What
place.
would your take be on the following Vanarama? Peter Schmeichel, Thomas Gravesen and Daniel Agger. All the best. Thanks for the laughs. Nikolai.
You play with Daniel Agger.
I did play with Daniel Agger, yeah.
What was he like off the pitch?
Great driver.
Yeah.
But also great tattoos. So if his arm's out the window, you know, that would look good.
Tough one, this, actually.
Oh, I don't know. I just can't see Thomas Gravesen be in the middle.
Can't.
I can't. But then I can't see Schmeichel be in the middle either. And then, like, as you say, Daniel Agger's got the He's got the look. You can't put that look in the middle. I think he deserves more.
Yeah.
He deserves to be on the flank.
I can't see Schmeichel not driving. That's my problem at the moment.
This is the toughest we've had so far. I think.
I like Daniel Agger's being the window.
You like him in the window?
I think I've just when you said that about the tats out.
He's got he's a tattoo artist himself. He opened a place in Copenhagen. He also owns a sanitation business in Copenhagen, which is doing really well. But his arms are filled with tattoos. His whole body is.
So we're going to put him out the driver's seat.
Just
with
think
window,
it looks right,
or the window seat.
I think it looks right hanging out the window. But then obviously, your guess is as good as mine. Schmeichel and Gravesen now.
I just can you really see Schmeichel do a process elimination here? Can you see Schmeichel anywhere else in the van? I can't.
Other than what
Driver. I can't see it.
I know with Thomas Gravesen, he likes to be involved, and I think he likes the camaraderie and the banter. I feel like him in the middle, messing with the radio, putting some tunes on, having a dance.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
He could be he'd be a pest in the middle, wouldn't he?
Doesn't always have to be the apprentice,
Yeah.
It can be the mischievous one, I think.
Yeah.
And I also think Peter Schmeichel looks like he looked like he would put his seatbelt on before he starts the engine.
Essentially, yeah.
Looks like he's that kind of guy. So I'm happy with him to drive.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it sort of fits as has been listed there. Schmeichel driving, Gravesen in the middle, Agger out the window. Passenger side.
Okay.
But I don't know, that's what feels right to me.
Yeah.
I think that's what we're going to go with, Nikolai.
Let's do it.
Thanks for your
That's a
message.
good one.
And that was this week's Vanarama. Feel like we need to compose ourselves here because I'm got the giggles. Okay, regards to your families, absolutely love the pod. Just on the doghouse cards, the rating system needs a tweak. The number of bones, just to represent the scale of doghousery, should be replaced by the scale of aggressive dogs. A cute Labrador puppy for a minor infraction like not putting on an X on the end of your text, all the way up to a Rottweiler for playing offside or going on a Super Sunday and ignoring all texts and calls. Reflective of the level of anger being directed towards you. While I'm at it, can I give you a dog 11?
Oh, that's great.
Look at these.
Fantastic. Yes, you can give us a dog 11. And I love that idea, boys. I have to say, I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Like you say, a little chihuahua for, why didn't you put a kiss on the text?
Yeah.
To staying out all night. Yeah.
Ignoring
Five
the calls.
Rottweilers.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, let's crack on with the dog 11. Got Ross Barkley, obviously.
Yep.
Destiny a doggy. Mo Salabrador. Jimmy Bulldog.
Yes.
Spaniel Sturridge. Martin Odegaard dog. Paul Pogba. Collie Watkins. Saint Bernardo Silva. Peter Beagle. Oh, Robert Lowen Husky. Lamana Chalua. Paul Torres. Oh, Pau Torres. Matthew Dashand. Kieran Terrier. Sean Long Staffordshire Terrier.
Yeah.
Kyle Walkies Peters. Darren Betcher. Oh my God, Steve Sidswell. Steve Sidswell. Andreas Pereira doggy. Seamus Doberman. The manager's Daniel Bark. Regards to your family, Shane from Ireland.
Brilliant, Shane.
Well, Shane, listen, you got the last word there, mate. That was absolutely what an amazing squad.
So good, Shane.
Fantastic.
Good boy.
Good boy, Shane. We'll see you next time.